so sorry. You have a question?
How do you feel about Snape and Lily?
How do I feel about Snape and Lily?
Fanfiction.
I don't know, Lily. How do I feel about Snape and Lily fanfiction? She's all for it. I came to the con with Lily. That's how I feel about. I don't read it. To be honest with you, I really don't read a lot of. I almost read none fan fiction. I'm glad it exists. I'm glad that J.K. Rowling has inspired young writers and older writers and all writers to be creative and forward their thoughts and their feelings and their possibilities of the universe. I think it's brilliant. I just don't really read it. Did I skip over somebody in the back before I came back down? Okay, you with your feet up on the chair like you're comfortable. Because you are. There are people in the room that can't hear that. Why would you want me to say that? I am so not doing that. For shame. Obliviate. I'm never going to get that out of my mind now. Yes.
Did you know Dumbledore is gay, and even though you're not into that lifestyle, what are your opinions on it?
Yes, and it doesn't bother me. People are what they are, and you can't be what you aren't. And to force somebody or to convince somebody to be of a predisposition purely because you think they should is... I usually talk about this when I talk about spirituality, and I'm trying to find the right way to phrase it. I'm going to use an R word, and I apologize to anybody in the audience if it offends you, but there really isn't a better word for it. To force somebody to be a belief or a personal lifestyle or something that you aren't is akin to some sort of a mental or spiritual rape. It really is awful. You can't force someone to be what you want them to be purely because you want them to. Faith is a beautiful thing, and how you see it is a beautiful thing, and sexuality and everything else is wonderful, and how you experience it is wonderful, but you can't force your opinion onto someone else. You just can't. And anybody who tells you, and here's another thing while we're on that subject, because I feel very strongly about something, and I'm going to say it, and I'm sorry if I have to bring it up in a place like this, but if your faith brings you hatred, if your faith brings you prejudice or animosity or ill will, if your personal beliefs bring you anger and resentment, you're doing it wrong. And that just isn't magical. Anybody else? Let me bring it back down a notch before I start making people cry. No. No, I don't know where my father is currently. Thanks for bringing that up, though. That really makes me feel happy. Yes. She mainly concealed that. I wasn't fully aware of it until later. Let me get over here first, and then I'll bounce back to this side of the room. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead.
Yeah!
Galaxy Quest. And Sense and Sensibility. And Blow Dry. And Die Hard. And Perfume. And Love Actually, Bottle Shock. There's so many good movies that are being made out there. Let me just, Dark Harbor. That I know, but it's like, just look it up. I'm going down my IMDb. I'm going down someone else's IMDb page right now. That moment when you realize you're not who they think you are. By Grapthar's wand. You shall be avenged. Yes. The honest answer is no, not really. And here's why. It's not because I'm an uncaring person. I have a lot on my mind, most of which is concealing my mind from one of the greatest wizards of all time and all of his followers. Somebody asked me earlier, well, why didn't you show Harry just like a little kindness? Bless you. Things you didn't think you'd see today. Why didn't you show Harry a little kindness? I mean, come on, you could have given him a pat in the back, could have given him a that-a-boy, could have given him a Pokemon game, could have done something for him. Why didn't you just do one nice thing for him? Because if I had done one nice thing for him, the moment that Voldemort got inside of Harry's head, he would have seen it. So not one nice thing could I do, no matter how badly I might have wanted to, if I wanted to, which we all know I didn't. Except for the one incredibly huge thing, yes, saving his entire life. Yes. Dumbledore knew that I had to do many great things and witness many horrible, horrible things firsthand. He knew. Well, yeah. I could. I have to visually look more like a Death Eater than not. But I wear black because it's slimming. I saw cosplay Snape earlier, which I think is what Muggles call it when people dress up like me. But I saw a cosplay Snape earlier that had a Hufflepuff tie on, and he was dressed like a student. And all I could think is, I've got to find a guy with a blue box. I've got to go back in time. I've got to stop this, because this is a travesty. I was sort of directly, and you know how like when the hat goes over some people and it barely hits their head. Gryffindor, Slytherin, and basically that was me. I knew exactly where I wanted to be, and of course the hat, takes your thoughts into consideration. Which, by the way, is what I tell everybody when they go, Pottermore Pottermore sorted me into a house I didn't want to belong to. No, Pottermore didn't sort you into a house you didn't belong to. You chose a house you truly are. The hat listens to you. And if you answer questions on purpose so that you can be in the right house, you're not cheating, you're using your free will. Because it's the best house. Because I come from a dark and eerily creepy disposition. Because I favored curses at the age of 7. Trevor. My, how you've grown. I know a young boy that's looking for you. Which is creepy if you take that out of context. Also, what's creepy if you take out of context, God, I really hate the blacks. Outside of this universe, that's really wrong. Don't ever say it. I'm friends with people who pretend to be serious. That's just funny. Severously. Yes. I have lots of favorite curses, but I don't have a favorite unforgivable one, because they're unforgivable. And I know you all want me to be evil and bad, but we all know that no matter how unpleasant and condescending and sarcastic and mean and hateful and misunderstood I am, that beneath it all I'm good. So no. Yes. Have I ever been to Latvia? The amazing thing about Latvia is that they got converted to a religion based on a fruit cocktail, which is a bizarre thing, largely because they're all 5'12". I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying, isn't that like 6 feet? But no, it's metric, so it's different. They were 4'12" before the great earthquake, but then the genes got messed up, and it altered everything. It's a long and tragic story that I can't get into right now, but I'm sure if you find me somewhere around February, I'll clear that up for you. That's an inside joke for like 3 people. You have so many questions. This is like the panel for you and me, and the girl who's playing Angry Birds and Pokemon and Sam here. He's at least, I guess you can only win at Pokemon. I found that out earlier. Yes, you. I am. Yes. No. I didn't consider changing houses for Lily. My love had not reached its zenith at that point, but even if it had, I know what house I belong in, and sadly, no matter how much I love her, I know what house she belongs in. I had hoped so, but some little prat put an end to that, didn't he? Thanks for bringing it up, though, because that always makes me feel good. Oh, does she? She has a question. Is she embarrassed? Is she scared? Oh, so she wants you to ask. Okay. That's a very good question. What did originally attract me to Lily? At LeakyCon in Chicago last year, look, they don't want to hear the love story. They're like, now he's just talking about love. God, get over it, Snape. We're leaving. We're taking our Hufflepuff selves right out of here. I know. The Hufflepuffs always leave early because they're Hufflepuffs. What originally attracted me to Lily? And that's a great question, and I'm going to answer it. You're welcome. The great thing about Lily is her magic comes from a very special place, and her innate sense of love. You're talking about somebody who made me want to be something other than what I was, who made James into a loving father instead of being just a snotty school jockey, and who, as Slughorn said, had some of the most beautiful magic he'd ever seen. This is somebody who was just, her heart was pure, her love was pure, and regrettably I lost it. But what made me fall in love with her was that, the actual deep sense of honest love that she just naturally emitted. Yes. Like you do. Yes. Other TV shows from my Muggle childhood. Games. I didn't play a lot of games. I had a very lonely childhood, and my parents were, what was the word, neglectful. TV, on the other hand, yeah, I suppose I liked TV as a kid, but, you grow. I loved Scooby-Doo, classic Scooby-Doo, not this newfangled stuff. Woo. Like I just stole somebody's stuff. I like classic Hammer horror films, actually. If you don't know what a Hammer horror film is, look them up. They star a guy, Christopher Lee, and they're phenomenal. And here's the really cool thing for all of you people who like the Harry Potter thing, and I think there's a few of you in here. When Daniel Radcliffe went on to make his first horror movie, it was made by Hammer. Yeah, Woman in Black is a Hammer horror film. So go and look up old classic Hammer. They're brilliant movies. Yes.
If Harry and you were still alive, would you try to start a relationship, a friendship with him?
This question has been brought up. Yeah, this question has been brought up a few times, and somebody even went so far as to say, well, now that Sirius is gone, if Harry found out that I was still alive, would I consider being a godparent or godfather to him? And I can answer this question. The answer is yes, but it would never be the nurturing, loving relationship that Sirius would have had with him. It would never be the compassionate relationship that Sirius would have. And I would still be strict and me. Hang on. I think I got it down. I did this earlier. Hang on. It's a smile. Am I any better? Okay, good, because I've been working on that all weekend. Yes, there would be a relationship, but it wouldn't be the fuzzy, warm one. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave, everybody. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave. There they go. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave. Goodbye. This is where the Hufflepuffs leave. And Ravenclaw. Well, I can get you guys to sing anything, can't I? I just had a really bad mental animation. I have to cleanse my head. I'm not Tim Minchin. I just can't do this. Yeah, I know how to do that. Later, somebody's going to be walking down the hallway going, this is where the Hufflepuffs leave. Who taught you that? Snape taught me that. It was the happiest he ever sounded. Yes, you. They wrote down questions. Oh, my dear God. Who wrote these? Where would you go? Latvia, number 11. That's just disgusting, number 13. Yes, but in crayon, number 14. Slytherin, number 7. No, number 6. Oh my God! If people write these down and come to you later, they'd all know these. Are you taping this? Because then you can find him and be like, no to number 2, but I thought about it. Oh, I know. This is just mean, isn't it? This is like more cruel than actually answering things. Several years since the time of Harry Potter, technology has advanced, been included in the Muggle schools. Do you think technology would have had a place in Hogwarts? I don't think it's necessary. I think we all know that it exists, and they all have exposure to it outside of Hogwarts. The premise of Hogwarts isn't to learn how to social network, Skype, or play Pokemon in the front row of a Professor Snape class. The purpose of technology is outside of Hogwarts. So, no, it doesn't have a place in Hogwarts, to answer your question. To answer one of his questions, do you send your robes out for dry cleaning? See, this is why I don't read them out loud, because then I break. I don't smile. I smile when people die. And I smile when I watch the movie and they cut that snake in half. Yeah, that's a good scene. Even though Neville did it, doesn't matter who did it, and but it's the Nagini. I smile when Nagini dies, like this. Wait. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm got my back to like half these people. Like, what's he doing? Okay, wait. I've never felt more like Wednesday Addams than I do right now. What you like to? Oh, yes to number 10. Yes to number 10. Everybody's going to chase this person out of the room. Give me the book. I'm going to light this on fire now. Yes, I know the spell. Oh, do I wear all black as a reflection of my personality or because it hides stains a lot better than other colors? See, that's both sensitive and insensitive at the same time. I wear all black because it makes matching my wardrobe easy. I open my closet and I go, nailed it. What is underneath your robes, Professor? More robes. When I take this off, this is on under it. When I take that off, it's this still. That's what it looks like. Had it been under better conditions and less forced, it wasn't forced, I self-promoted. If it had been under better conditions, would you have liked to have been headmaster at some point during your teaching career? Yes, I would have. I was, but it was under not great conditions. If it were under better conditions, would I have been? Yes, I would have. But that's a different movie with a different ending, and you know how that goes. That's just gross. I'm not answering that. You shared your book with somebody. Yeah, now that I think about it, hang on. Mr. Weasley was saved by the Mighty Witches and Wizards after he was bitten. Are you pissed? It actually says this. I'm not speaking ill just to offend your child. Were you pissed that this effort wasn't made for you? Obviously. Or were you relieved to be free from having to try and please two different sides? Or are you even dead? That is really 3 questions. Thank you. Everybody, Sam can count to 3. I like you. I dig the mohawk. You seriously need to rethink the length of your sideburns. Okay. Thank you. Have I ever tried voodoo donuts? I had those for breakfast this morning. Not kidding. Lily can agree to this. What do we have for breakfast this morning, Lily? Voodoo donuts. What? Here's Lily. Lily, what was your favorite donut this morning? Mango Tango was her favorite donut. Do I recommend them? Yes, I do. It's worth the wait. It really is. Bring cash, worth the wait, smells good. You're going to buy more than one. Just be prepared. They're delicious. They're delicious. Absolutely. I think that answers all these persons' questions that I'm going to answer out loud. What 10? What was 10? I just answered 10. Yes. I'm not answering that. I answered 11. I said Latvia or Prague. Wait for it. Wait. Shh. So not answering those other questions. Do I do that? My God. See, now, run! Look, I made somebody snort in front of a room almost full of some people. Almost kind of sort of full. Yes. Well, that's not my fault that you don't remember that. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. God. Oh, you know. Oh, you are a Gryffindor. 20 points from Gryffindor for your cheek. which is kind of like, English for lip in America. I'm not discussing the numerous pairs of things I own. It's okay. You can go. Goodbye, Sam's friend. This is where the Slytherins live. This is where the Slytherins leave. That's really sad, but this is where the Slytherins leave. Like a Hufflepuff. This is where the Slytherins leave. And Ravenclaw. Oh, she's just going to the bathroom. It's not me, it's your friend. You should have left your robe here. You shouldn't drag that over the bathroom floor. That's just, okay, yeah, hold the robe up. You're going to tell me what time it is, so you're going to get eerily close to me. I have 15 minutes left till 6 o'clock. Oh, they actually told me just to do this for an hour. Y'all could have sodded off 15 minutes ago. All right, who wants to hear me for like another 15 minutes and then go and get ready for the ball? All right. Who wants to leave now like a Hufflepuff? Yeah. All right, you got me for 15 more minutes of questions, sarcasm, and being abusive to the Gryffindor in the front row. Yes, sir. Now, I'm going to answer this. And I'm going to say an additional word, which is going to probably make me lose half of this audience, the uncool half. My favorite doctor, based on appearance alone, is the 8th. My favorite doctor, based on writing, charisma, style, awesomosity, the 10th Doctor. 9 was also good, but 10, really where it comes down to. If you have to tell somebody that something is cool over and over and over again, it just isn't. And you need attention, you cupcake little prat. The 11th Doctor is a prat. He's a cupcake. When David, does anybody have a sonic screwdriver? Not one sonic, give me a sonic screwdriver. Well, what do you think? The 10th. Oh, you lost your little nub. I know, you lost your little nub. That's what you lost your little nub means. I know it's a pen. I have one. That's mightily impressive, isn't it? Ten is awesome. When David Tennant, when the 10th Doctor threatens you with the powers of the universe and the shadow proclamation, and he holds and he's you feel it. When Tennant gets angry, you feel it. When 11 gets angry, you want to give him a noogie and send him on his way. Crazy little Matt Smith. Crazy little Matt Smith, get out of here. Yeah, I don't like Matt Smith. I think he's a cupcake. I think anytime that you're the main character in something and the lesser characters are more cool and well-written and interesting and intriguing than you are, and the show is named after you, that you're made to fail. And the Pawns were interesting. They were cool. And Rory, who started off kind of being a dink, became awesome. And Amelia, who became awesome, and everybody else is awesome, and Matt Smith is just not. Are you saying that I'm cooler than Harry Potter? What's your house? Of course it is. And paying no special attention whatsoever. 50 points to Slytherin. How were the bathrooms? Were they flooded? How's Myrtle? She's all right? She misses me. How's Albatross? Good. It really is my Vladimir Snape Facebook page. Go look it up. It's a very short but good story. Yes, you in the third row. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. Well, I'm glad for that in-depth answer. You have another one, I know, because every time there's a pause, you have like either that or you've got like some social disorder, and that one hand just keeps going up in the air. It's both. Wow, your friend went to the bathroom and came back with clever retorts against you.
If you didn't die, how did you magic Hogwarts to get the poster review and that kind of stuff?
Oh, that's easy. That's an easy thing. Since I didn't... Good question. I'll get to you next. Good question. Since I didn't die, how is there a poster of me? Because... Be prepared for my amazingly well thought out answer. Because when I killed Dumbledore, a fraction of myself became a Horcrux, and it ended up being in the painting. And that's how come the painting has a fraction of myself in it. You thought see, they thought I was unprepared for that one. Clever, huh? Because I knew I had to do it. I knew he had to die. I knew where it had to happen. I knew everything. See? Not everything, but a lot. Well, it is Horcrux hard. I mean, it's difficult. Just because something's complicated doesn't mean it's impossible. It means it's complicated. That's why they call it that. Yes. Besides the sixth book, did I ever try to be more of a positive influence in Draco's life? To a degree. I mean, I don't have the close relationship with Draco that a lot of people think I do, and I certainly don't have the relationship with Draco that other fanfic writers think I do. Don't read that stuff, sir. That is really, really scary stuff. Never has the word drapery bothered me as much as it has these last couple of years. Not in the way that people would want me to know. Yes. I have found Sam's sister, haven't I? Ladies and gentlemen, Sam's sister. And then, truth be told, I love picking on your brother, but I've seen him at 2 or 3 other cons, and I thoroughly enjoy interacting with him. He's actually a fine fellow. And as much as I know, I don't really know, but I'm going to say you're a fine fellow. And I'm sorry, if I had an unlimited amount of potions, here's the thing. I have an unlimited amount of resources and knowledge. And therefore, with any small smitten of ingredients, I can procure nearly any potion. So I don't really worry too much. But if I had to give you one answer, what would be the one potion I would want in unlimited amounts? Honey Badger anti-venom. No, don't leave home without it. Yes. I miss teaching. Teaching was a secondary job or a secondary position. It's probably why I wasn't a more enthusiastic or giving teacher, because I was so busy, as I said earlier, keeping a boy safe, hiding the lies, seeing the truth, seeing the death, saving a teacher, killing a teacher, grading papers, walking in the halls, never changing my outfit, not going to the ball, dressed in anything different. And now you want to know if I miss teaching. Not so much. No. Is somebody stepping on a cat? The heck is that? Not mine, no. Yes, you. Wherever that kid's going, that's just happy. I want to go to a place that makes it go, ha! Given the opportunity, I would really like to see Germany, Prague. I talk about Latvia a lot, actually. I would like to live, if I could, anywhere. I would live in Bath. I would live in the UK, and that's my druthers. If you're going to ask number 2, I'm not going to answer it. I'm going to make you snort again, though. Snortus. I have gone someplace warm, and sadly, I still wear this. It's called Leaky Con in Orlando in July. I have a great idea. Let's have a con where everybody wears robes and long-sleeve shirts and ties. And then let's put them in Florida in July. Oh, JK, you're clearly not an American. I taught my son a mantra. For those who don't know, Vladimir Snape has a son. Snape doesn't. I know. Don't get fandom and reality confused. They see the Gryffindors going, oh! But I taught him a mantra, which I think is very important for all of you to learn, which is this: it is English, and therefore it is intrinsically better. Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Sherlock, Duran. So there's my 2 cents on that. Any more questions? We're going. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, says the lovely Lily in the front row. Okay, 5 minutes. You can go, Peeves. Peeves like, yeah, I'm out of here in 5. Yes. No, it isn't. My son's name is Matthew. And for those of you who want an awe moment, Matthew and his wife just had a baby 3 weeks ago, which means that I am now a grandfather. Yeah, congratulations, someone that I gave birth to gave birth, Yay me. I didn't give birth, but, she couldn't have done it without me. It is a 2-person adventure. Don't confuse the really young person in the audience who thinks you only need one. But my grandson's name, and I think you need to know this because it's really, really super cool. My grandson's name is Stonewall, and his middle name is Animaeus. Stonewall Animaeus. And he's growing up in southern Indiana where they embrace difference with open minds and arms in Redneck County Central. Yeah, America. I almost said FYA, and I had to realize I'm in a knowledge convention. I shouldn't do that. All right, so one more question, and then I'm gonna wrap this up and not sing for the girl who's leaving now. We don't know what house she belongs to. We'll just assume she's a Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw and Ravenclaw. Yes.
Okay, so we've seen inside of the teacher's offices a lot. I've never seen inside
Mm-hmm. That's a fine question. Small, cramped, lots and lots of books, potion vials, bottles, one chess set made completely of black and made completely of black and bloodstone. If you don't know what bloodstone is, look it up. It's a beautiful material. Thank you. The bed is long for obvious reasons. I hate short beds and small bathtubs. Hotels are evil. I'm sure most of you are like, cool, a really hot shower that doesn't stop. And I'm like, I'd like to sit down and stretch out, and this is never going to happen. I'm so comfortable. Yeah, Yes, I mean, unfortunately, my shower head is actually high enough that I can get under it, but it's just, and I keep the room at like 62 degrees. I have 18 robes on right now. When you take your robe off, what's under it? 15 more robes. My bedroom is very dark, and I have a key tree, which is, for all those who don't know, it's a wire tree with lots of keys hanging on it, skeleton keys mainly, and it's very lovely. I like it. I don't really put pictures of it up, but, I don't like to share that privately in case you haven't noticed. Well, it's a Q&A. You queued, I ate. Yes. What I sing at the ball? Are they doing karaoke? I mean, if they did karaoke, I would consider it. If you look up on YouTube, Snape karaoke, you're going to find a lot of people doing it. And if you look, you'll find me. Because I have indeed sang karaoke. Does anybody here know that in addition to being Snape, I also sang? Yes. Somebody has my CD. Look at that. Yes. Are you raising the roof? It's 1996 over there. Yeah. Pump up the jam. Things you didn't think you'd see. Hashtag Nigel. Snape just hip-hopped. I like to hashtag a lot of things. I hashtag Snigel all the time. Snigel. That's me and me, in case you don't know. All right, are we good? Is that one? Anybody want one big, last, final, awesome? Yes. Say, does Snape dance? I occasionally dance. I have been known to boogie woogie, to cut a rug, to get down, to shuffle. To what? To what? To what? Could you demonstrate? Well, then how am I going to do it? You demonstrate and I'll do it. Oh, there goes that. See, you had a shot. You had a shot. You had a shot and you blew it. See, look at that. This will go down as you get so close to making Snape dance silly, and you blew. Everybody, look at you blew it. Oh God.
No.
If you didn't video that, sorry. Is your life complete now? All right. I think that's gonna wrap it up now. I don't think we can sink any lower than that. Thank you all for sticking around and making this worthwhile. Enjoy the rest of your convention. Good night. If you want photos, real quick. Sorry. Real quick. One, if you want photos, I'm going to stand outside and do photos, or we could do photos in here. I don't think anybody cares at this point. 2, Vladimir Snape on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube. If you're a fan of Harry Potter, Doctor Who, and Firefly, I have a video combining all 3 fandoms on YouTube. Look it up. It's awesome. All right. I'm going to stand up front and take photos, and you guys can photo with me or go home or go dance. Good night.